Okay, today I want to talk to you guys about the mixing process behind the audios of Pengame. So obviously when I finished a Pengame show, shoot, whatever you want to call it, I'm left with a project that looks pretty much like this. Obviously this instrumental bus isn't there. So if you remove that and it's just the 8 channels, sometimes it's more depending on how many channels we set up. And to talk through, obviously these are changed names because I already started the mix. But usually I'd have channel one as the host Mac, but I think this time it's channel one and two are the artist Macs. Number three is the host Macs. Channel four and five, which are audio 9 and 10, because I've moved stuff around now, is the instrumental left and right. I've panned them hard left and hard right as well. Um, and I've put them through a instrumental bus so I can control the volume by automation, which is easier. I didn't use I didn't use to pan the audio as much, but now I prefer to pan the audio so I can have the vocals coming straight through the middle, and it's not really a level thing. But obviously, it's always going to be balancing, but it's just easier to have it when it's panned left and right, so it's just the vocals in the center. Um, channel five and six, sorry, channel audio 5 and 6, channel 8 and 9 is the DJ decks, and channel 10 and 11, audio 7 and 8 is the playback for the PC or the you know how they have stuff on the screen in Box Park. That's the audio that about me in the videos that they're playing or whatnot. And here separately, channel 7. This is a new mic that they're using for the crowd. So if I take it off, it looks a bit like this, and it's just the overall just crowd noise and stuff that they want to add into the mix. I never used to use it because I used to have enough that I've got 3 microphones that are picking up enough sound and the crowd is loud enough. But this is something they wanted to do. So it's interesting this time because this isn't recorded with the rest of the logic file. So it's audio I have to import and have to sync it in time, which has been a bit of an interesting thing, but it's easy going. Waveforms, matching waveforms you can do as such. So then it just becomes a leveling game. So I use a lot of with the mics. I tend to put a basic uh preset I have on the channels, and then I tweak it depending on who's rapping and how the mics are sounding. So it starts with that. I just get like a noise suppressor, um, or as you might know as a gate. But this is not really. It's not really a gate to be honest. It's just a noise suppressor. So any extra noise coming through or anything, it will cut it out. Then I'll just get an EQ, just the basic, just to deal with the basics of the low end and boost a bit of the mids where the vocals coming through, cut out the mud around 300. Um, a little top end as well. It's always nice to have a bit of air and high end. Um, I then have a compressor and a de-esser on that channel, and then the mics then go through to a vocal bus. That is also something I started doing over the last 6 months because before I'd sometimes put them through a vocal bus, sometimes I'll just let them be with the basic channel strip settings. Vocal bus once again is just another compressor, another EQ, I think another compressor, then another EQ as well, a multi-band compressor and another de-esser just to bring the sound closer together. It's not necessarily needed. Sometimes you don't need as much, but it's just a nice vocal bus I've set up, and I like to use just attacking different things. So you use a compressor for one thing and an EQ for another thing, and then another EQ and compressor for something else, just to pick up the weight, carry the load as such. Um, and then once I've had that, so that's basics of signal processing and gain staging, you could say. And then from there, I just automate. Let me find somewhere. So this is the battles I've done so far. A battle I'll start to be doing next would be, yeah, it would be this one here. So as you can see, this is the host Mark speaking. when the artists are rapping, I like to actually just turn his mic down, not completely down though, because you want to be able to still hear some of the noise coming through the crowd and the stage. Um, I also like to do that with the other artist mic that isn't rapping as well, because there's no need for their mic to be on, because they might try to interrupt, and we don't need them talking. And we just want as clean a sound as possible. Um, so it looks a bit like this as you go along. And I do that just by eye, and then I'll obviously then go back and listen to it and adjust the levels according to how high the instrumental is. If I need to bring the instrumental down, I'll bring it down for the whole rounds. He knows that I actually hate him. When he described it, he chatted his scully like you don't know what actually came in. And such. But yeah, and then obviously that's once I've got a full leveled mix, I then send it off to the video editor, and that's how we have the YouTube audios looking. Obviously, from there it does go through a mix bus, and before I bounce it out, that's for the video audios. With the Spotify audios, it's a different game because I'm mixing each round individually, just the artist vocal mic and just the instrumental, cutting out all the other mics, and it's a lot. You want it to be more like a track rather than a live rap battle sound. So obviously put some reverb and maybe delay or double it on the vocal, just to add some presence and clear up the rest of the noise, and then from there just see how we can make it sound. I was filming, but my session pulled up, so I wasn't able to continue the video. But that's a full basic explanation of the mix process of Pengame and how things work.